sit back and relax. Ultimately, enlightenment is about identity. Who are you? What do you identify with? Do you identify with a body, your thoughts, feelings, the sense of I am here? See, this is where people get caught up. If they are spiritual seekers, they get caught up in the sense of I am here and think, oh, I'm not my body, I'm not the thoughts, I'm not my mind, but this sense I am here, that is what I am. You're prior to that. Okay, and that's why you can never know yourself, because you are the ultimate source of everything. However, once you realize that, you also realize, oh, you are the body, you are thoughts, you are feelings, you are the I am, and you are the trees, the floor, animals. You are the appearance of other people. You are the I am of other people. There's not one I am for you and an I am for everyone else. There is just one I am. So you go back full circle. So in a lot of traditions, they do the via negativa. So you look at and you say, what am I not? So if you're aware of anything, that can't be you, because who's aware of that thing? That thing is an object. So you are also aware. You can also say you're aware of the I am. So that can't be you. But once you've gone via negativa, and it's really not understood intellectually, but it's more of an insight, much deeper than an insight, but let's use the word insight, then the whole thing comes back out again. So it's a backward moving step towards yourself. I'm not that, I'm not that, I'm not that. When that insight really kicks in, then you go back out again. Oh, I am this, I am this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm everything. That's where this goes. Now, I notice a lot of people who are long-term seekers and maybe have had some kind of awakening experience. The process hasn't been completed yet. They've gone one way, where I am nothing. I'm not my thoughts. I'm not this. I'm not this. I'm not this. They haven't realised the other, and it's a very cold place to be, and it can turn out to be quite nihilistic for some people. A lot of people's lives start falling apart at that moment because they're denying everything, because they've only taken half the journey. It's incomplete. So they've gone from one extreme, I am a thing, I'm a body, to another extreme, I'm nothing. There's still a separation there of being nothing, and then there's something. The journey outwards of being everything, that's the completion. And that's when you read accounts of people who've had this happen, let's say, and they talk about oneness or unity, or no, not unity, that's rubbish, it's oneness. That's what they mean. That's what they're pointing at, being all of it. They're not pointing at being nothing. And it's a real felt sense of being everything. The way I describe it is when you look at yourself in the mirror right now and you think, oh, that's me. That's the sense you get when you see everything as yourself. However, you don't, and this is important, you don't see everything as yourself. You see everything is self. There's no yourself. It seems like a subtle point, and it's not just semantics. It's reality. So, but you can go through a point where you think, I am everything, and it feels great. It feels great, but the journey is not complete. And when the journey's complete, without sounding like I'm trying to be clever, you realise there was no journey. And that's not trying to be clever, that's just the way. It's a realisation like, oh, well, there was no journey. And that's the only freedom, taking the full journey. I think it's a Zen saying, or somewhere, I don't know where. It says, best not start, but once started, best finish. I read it in the context of awakening, and it's so true. However, it's a process that happens automatically, just like going from childhood to teenager to adulthood. You don't do any of that. The processes happen naturally. Your brain changes, your body changes. This process is the same. So that saying, best start, best finish, is pointing at a process. It's not telling you to do something, because you can't. And also you can't stop trying to do something.